Und Hallöchen zurück bei Final Fantasy XVI, Episode 95. In der letzten Episode haben wir Lubo dabei geholfen, seinen Namen reinzuwaschen und hier zum Dorfrat gewählt zu werden. Und jetzt hat sich hier einiges verändert, deswegen machen wir hier mal einen Rundgang und hören uns an, was die Leute so darüber denken.
I knew I was right not to give up on Lubor. He'll make a wonderful mayor. You mark my words.
Aye, he served the town well enough, but then he is a bearer, born to serve. Long may it last.
Ich glaube, das hatten wir schon gehört, aber ich gehe jetzt erstmal hier raus.
You were with the Men of the Rock, weren't you? Thanks for your help fending off the Akashic.
Just settling my debts. If this town hadn't taken me in after Lord Kupka fell, I don't know what would have become of me. Only right that I repay the favor.
Okay. Dann gehen wir nochmal nach links hier raus.
What do they mean? I never mistreat my bearers.
Aha, ja, ja.
So, your given name is Clive. I heard Lubor use it when he spoke to you. I'll be sure to write to Randalar and propose that Lord Clive Underhill of the League of Merchants be decorated for his services to the Republic.
Clive Underhill. So, jetzt muss ich erstmal diesen Text dort weggehen lassen, weil sonst kann ich die Dialoge nicht hören, wenn hier draußen jemand spricht. Also beziehungsweise ich kann es nicht lesen. Hören kann ich's.
The bandit problem may be done and dusted, but our watch continues.
Ja, weil es irgendwie das nicht beides einblenden kann, was auch Sinn ergibt. Aber die sind jetzt hier wohl relativ geeint alle.
You're not going to believe what happened while you were away.
I thought the place seemed different. Come on, let's head to the inn. You can tell me the story over a flagon.
Ja, es hat die schon alle zusammengeschweißt hier, so wie es aussieht. So, jetzt gehen wir mal hier lang.
Bearer or no, Lubor saved this town. And I spat in his face.
Ginger and ginseng, pimento and pepper, I have it all.
Okay.
How about a few spicy sausages to put in your pot, eh? They'll warm you up no end.
The Drake's Balms are still selling well, you'll be pleased to know. Think I'll make Lubor a present of some. Try and get the mayoral seal of approval.
So, you're going to join the Watch after all, then?
I am. Working down the mines made me strong. It's time I gave something back.
We were set upon by a horde of mindless, murderous Akashic, and yet not a single one of my pieces suffered the slightest scratch. A coincidence, do you think? Or craftsmanship so exquisite as to give even such creatures pause? I shall let my customers decide.
Come and bathe in our healing waters. They'll fill you full of vim and vigor. Just the thing after a hard day's labor.
Okay. Das hört sich doch einladend an.
Can I be the mayor when I grow up?
You can, son. So long as you always think of others before yourself. And earn the love and trust of all of those around you.
So. Hier stehen noch welche.
The fellow who used to run this stall took to his heels right after the Fang fell.
Well, if he returns now, we'll gladly welcome him back. As a customer.
Aha.
So now we have a bearer as a mayor. People will flock from all over the realm to see this.
As long as they enjoy the entertainment while they're here.
You there! How would you like some fresh Gizal greens? 2 bunches for 3,000. I'm practically giving them away.
Wow. Wie großzügig.
All the shards around here are as spent as mine, and I don't have anyone to send out to hunt for more. Why, oh, why did I sell my bearer? I could have put him to work. Now I have no choice but to work myself.
Typisch reiche Typen.
Lubor is a forgiving soul indeed, agreeing to lead us after we doubted him. I fear that I doubted you too, when first we spoke, Lord Underhill. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong.
So, war ich hier schon mal? Hab geguckt, was die hat. Ja, ne? Trank kaufen, ausverkauft. Okay, ja, na gut. Hab ich noch was?
Thank you for your custom.
Nothing to report.
So. Bei euch ist alles klar hier. War hier draußen eigentlich noch was? Jetzt muss ich doch glatt mal hier ein paar Meter reiten. Aber das war nur zu bestimmten Story-Sachen. Genau, hier sind zwar Wildhunde.
Straight home now.
Okay.
Good girl. Run like the wind.
Moment, ich kann ja mich hier hinter teleportieren. Und dann genau, hier wieder nervigen Frosch im Hals.
I know. Thank Gilbert the beasts never found their way into our cellars.
I see you've met with the bearer of the burning quill. Then you'll forgive me if I drop the pretense in your presence, my lord. I have served his grace as the Undying's contact in Dalimil for a good many years now. Indeed, it was my great honor to offer your brother safe haven here not so very long ago. Though, to my eternal shame, it seems he did not find my carrot stew particularly toothsome.
Oh.
A bit of much-needed peace. Not that it will last.
I keep thinking back to when we tried to drive Lubor from the town.
Thank goodness we failed. Bearer though he may be, we were fools to doubt him.
Hallo. So. Schauen wir mal, ob hier oben noch jemand verweilt. Aber die beiden Kinder waren doch hier. Ja.
Everyone's happy again. Just like they were before. No, Wrens. Everyone's even happier than they were before. I knew Lubor would make a good mare.
I've half a mind to give up tobacco altogether. It's hardly worth the effort it takes to light it.
Let me have yours then. I've been practicing with a flint.
A what?
First the merchants call Lubor every name under the sun. Now they're counting on him to keep us all safe.
Trust them to change tack when they see which way the wind's blowing. And after they had us throwing stones at him too.
I always thought Dalamil thrived all the more for having Kupka watching over us. But now he's gone. It's as if we've stepped out of his shadow.
Na gut, dann würde ich sagen, wir sind hier fertig und können jetzt haben wir alles gemacht. Waren wir in Bucklat? Warte mal, was ist ein Bucklat nochmal gewesen? Ja, das war das mit Eloise, glaube ich. So, und da ist hier, so wie es aussieht, nichts mehr. Tabor war das, genau. Na gut. Dann gehe ich mal auf die Map. Gehen wir mal. Hier ist was. So, was sind denn hier für Orte? Das Rast. Eastpool waren wir gewesen, genau. Und da war nix. Hier ist das, genau. Dann würde ich sagen, ja, hier haben wir schon mit allen geredet, Eastpool, Martas Rast und mehr gab es nicht. Ja, gehen wir einfach hier hin. Was ist das hier? Mein Wille ist. Jo, machen wir das mal. Oh.
Come on.
So.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
Save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies. Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. Perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
Okay, kann ja nicht runterjumpen, schade, ne? Ah ja.
It's just back there.
Oh.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
We won't lay you down. Onward then. Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Auftrag abgeschlossen. Na gut. Rostiger Helm. Der Helm des Großherzogs Elwin Rothfield, den er in zahlreichen Schlachten trug. Krieg zieht auf, mein Sohn. Halt dich bereit. Beistand von Joshua. Joshua hat sich der Gruppe angeschlossen und wird bis zum Aufbruch nach Ursprung bei Clive bleiben. Aha, ach so, der war jetzt quasi nur für die Mission eigentlich mit. Zum Gedenken an seine Gnaden, den ehrenwerten Lord Elwin Rothfield, Großherzog von Rosaria, Eroberer der nördlichen Gebiete, Schild gegen die Geißel der südlichen Wasser, Verteidiger der Flamme des Phönix, der sein Licht bewahrte, während des langen Winters seines Schlafs. Er mag nun ruhen, doch seine Flamme brennt auf ewig. Jo. Hier ist noch zu. Okay. Ja, diese Steine, die muss ich auch noch machen. Diese Arete-Steine. Ne, nicht Arete-Steine, aber diese Chronolithen. Ich werde jetzt trotzdem nochmal hier hingehen. Aber wir hatten ja keine Mission dort, ne? Hier in Marthas Raft. Das heißt, die Leute, die hier sind.
Ah, Lord Rothfield. Don't look so surprised. I expect the Burning Quill already told you that the Undying have eyes everywhere, and mine just happened to be here in the rest. I wanted to thank you, my lord, for all you've done for our people. You've rekindled the fire in the heart of every true-born Rosarian, like the Phoenix. The Duchy shall rise again. Not on any map, perhaps, but in us. I wish you the best of luck on your journey, and may the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
So, die hatten eigentlich letztes Mal hier keine neuen Dialogoptionen, oder? Keine neuen Texte. Nur die reden hier immer noch das Gleiche.
Want to know how to tell if the world's going to rack and ruin?
Ja.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately I can hardly keep up. But what I do know is that there's more bad news
Ja,
than
das
good.
sind
You can tell that just by looking at people's faces.
Texte, die ich schon kenne, die hier sich nicht geändert haben. Dämonenarmschienen. Na dann. Gehen wir mal weiter. Ui. Was machen wir? Eisler. So, hier sind ja zum Glück keine Städte. Oder Orte, wo Leute sind. Das heißt, da können wir einfach hin und die Mission machen. Was ist das hier? Ewige Pflicht 2. Gehe ich mal schnell hier. Upsi. So. Hier hin. Ja, die Episode und die nächsten werden noch ein bisschen mit dem ganzen Nebenkram voll sein. Nebenquests und auch diese Chronolithen will ich gerne machen. Bevor wir dann zu dem DLC gehen. Boah. dann ins Finale. Was ist hier los? Okay, gut. Es gibt ja auch noch eine ganze Menge Jagdaufträge, die noch kommen. So. Die werden aber erst ab einer bestimmten Nebenquest freigeschaltet, also wenn ich die erledigt habe sozusagen. Halt stopp.
Might this be Nickelberg? Thanks, Gal.
Okay. Kann ich jetzt hier reingehen? Wow.
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah, did you too heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed. This village is their altar, where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves?
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me, but did another foreigner like me come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes. He is staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Tja, da habe ich auf die Map geguckt und gedacht, hier gibt es keine Orte mehr, wo ich mit Leuten reden kann. Zack. Sufttour, Leute geredet. Na gut. Erstmal hier ein bisschen rumgucken. Bevor ich die Mission weitermache.
Let us be made
Bring
pure.
us salvation.
Let us be made divine.
Your friend with the cowl has been staying with me. Please, make yourself at home too, traveler.
Aber sehr freundlich und einladend sind die hier. So, wo hänge ich? Diese Wäscheleine hier. So. Vorne ist nichts mehr. Dann gehe ich mal hier hinter. Schauen wir erstmal hier mal. Ob es noch was zu entdecken gibt. Na gut, dann gehen wir mal hier rein. Oh, was ist das? Die Chroniken von Mirk war eine Sammlung von Erzählungen für seine Majestät Lord Björnhard von Weldermark. Wie ihr sicher wisst, Lord Björnhard gab es einmal ein Volk, welches sich der abscheulichsten Arten von Magie bediente. Aber habt ihr jemals von den sogenannten Vollstreckern gehört, deren Auftrag es war, diese Heretiker auszumerzen? Der Orden hat seinen Ursprung im Kristalldominium, dessen Herrscher es ihm einst zur Aufgabe machte, die Menschheit vor allen magischen Übeln zu schützen. Und so gingen sie ans Werk, die verbotene Magie auszurotten, wo immer sie sich zeigen mochte. Als sie dies schlussendlich vollbracht hatten, verschwanden die Angehörigen jenes geheimnisvollen Ordens von der Bühne der Geschichte. Seitdem hat man nie wieder etwas von ihnen gehört. Mysteriös.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... 'tis different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become a Akashic. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great... Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
I'll go find out what. Stay here.
Das hat sich nicht gut angehört. Ah ja.
An ether flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do. Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Ready. What now?
Ui. Ein Eisengigant?
We meet again.
Titus.
I've killed your kind before.
We can win!
Oh shit. Aua. Oh. Schon eine ganze Menge aussehen, der Titus.
It's over.
103.000, nice. Eisengiganten bezwungen. Gefallenen Eisen.
Damn it! Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves to the service of their Lord. Just as I did, when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment. Even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
Einige Zeit später.
They are saved. Founder. I should get this report to Cyril.
Tabor. Ja, weil ich es gerade wieder gesehen habe. Okay, ich lese das erstmal durch hier. Der Bericht des dritten Stuhls über die Lehren eines Erlöserkults aus Ashra. Die äußeren Ränder sind mit dem Blut des Mannes befleckt. Ja, weil ich es gerade wieder in der Zwischensequenz gesehen habe. Ist immer so lustig, wenn man quasi normal kämpft mit Gameplay, dass man halt erst die ganze Energieleiste runterballern muss, bevor man einen Gegner besiegen kann. Aber in der Zwischensequenz reicht ein Schlag. Das war auch da, wo die vor dem letzten Mutterkristall waren und dann Dion und die anderen gekämpft haben und Gav und alle mit einem Schlag besiegt haben. Das ist halt immer so ein bisschen, ja, ich glaube, das nennt man ludonarrative Dissonanz, dass halt manches halt nicht so richtig dazu passt. Zu dem Eigentlichen, was im Spiel passiert. Naja.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end. For the right to choose how one dies
is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be. Only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them, and yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them. And you still believe that what he did was right?
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will, the ultimate expression of it.
All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
Auftrag abgeschlossen. Okay. Emblem der Ewigen. Das Emblem des Hauptquartiers der Ewigen in Tabor. In dem kleinen Dorf sind die besten Lederarbeiter und Steinschleifer der Republik der Mekia zu Hause. Von einer geheimen Gesellschaft, die geschworen hat, dem Phönix zu dienen, wissen dort allerdings die wenigsten.
The bearer of the burning quill is within, my lord.
I shall have the Book of Martyrs fetched from the requiretory forthwith, my lord. But prithee, do not let me keep you, should you have more pressing matters to attend to. The volume will be waiting for you when you next return.
Okay, danke.
The third chair's report is a treasure trove of information regarding the beliefs and traditions of the Circle of Malleus. Considering the Circle's connections to Ultima, it will surely be an invaluable resource in divining his true nature. Our brother did his duty well.
Gut. Ich werde nochmal kurz hier hochgehen und schauen, ob die noch was zu sagen haben.
Welcome to the requiretory, my lord. If you were looking for Lady Goditha, she has returned to her lodgings. But she bade me give you and his grace a message. Your father lives on in you. Trust in him and in each other.
Do in return for your generous hospitality, my lord.
The Undying are not the only secret fellowship in this realm, you know. There are others, each working for their own ends. Why, not so very long ago, a society committed to discovering how one might cast magics without a catalyst was found to be operating throughout Valisthea. They were denounced as heretics, rooted out, and driven from our shores, never to be seen again.
Aha. Jetzt haben die beiden Typen natürlich auch gesprochen. Das wurde natürlich durch das Gespräch mit ihr jetzt übertönt. Ich wollte hier nochmal schauen. Kann ich
Here's
jetzt...
the scraps you were after. Thanks. Can't do without leather if I'm to polish these stones.
Finde ich die jetzt hier irgendwo noch? Ah, hier ist ein Kind.
You can go inside if you want, but stay quiet.
Yeah, they're polishing the stones for shipment.
Any sudden noises and they might drop one.
Okay, das waren die hier.
These aren't ready for sale, if that's what you're thinking. And I'll thank you.
Okay.
That mark. You must be Lord Rosfield. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, my lord. I, too, am a member of the cause, though I spend most of my time hunting. For the good of the village, you understand. The soil is poor here, so the people sup mostly on meat and blood. The hides, meanwhile, they make into leather and then into gel.
Ist hier vielleicht... Nee. Das Haus von Goditha.
Thank you for the deer leg, mister. Mummy made a pottage from it.
It sounds delicious. Perhaps she'll invite me around to try it next time.
Nee, die ist
Have
zurückgekehrt.
you noticed the elder has been coughing less of late?
Yes.
Aber sie hat mir bloß eine Nachricht hinterlassen. Wahrscheinlich kann ich sie nicht
Not a scratch on them.
irgendwo besuchen. Nehme ich mal an.
You wouldn't happen to have a decent whetstone in there, would you, madam?
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalamo.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was?
Naja, gut.
I don't like
That Cyril fella's an odd fish, don't you think?
Well, scholarly thoughts like him always.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. If the people of Tabor had...
Okay, gut, das ist alles altbekannt. Dann würde ich sagen, gehe ich mal hier runter. Hui. Und mal hier konnte ich auch reingehen, oder? Okay, das ist das bloß.
This is hide unlike any I've had the pleasure of
Okay,
handling.
das war der Typ.
Blessings of the Phoenix be upon you, Lord Rosfield. I too serve his grace, albeit in the role of a humble tanner. Tabor's leather is famed throughout the realm. My task is to see that the craft thrives, and the village with it, in order that my brothers and sisters might remain well guarded and fed.
Okay.
You have my thanks. Without your medicines and your wisdom, Tabor would be but a shadow of itself.
It is the least we can do in return for your generous hospitality, my lord.
Okay. So, schauen wir mal. Hier ist jetzt nichts mehr. Okay. Die sind ja hier von alleine quasi zurückgekehrt. War ich... Hier, wo war ich? Genau, hier unten war ich. Genau, so, dann gehe ich mal hier hin. Mit... machen wir mal ein Licht im Dunkel. Okay. Dann schauen wir uns mal diese Mission an. So.
Good girl. Run like the wind. Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry. Time to fight. You deserve a rest.
So, ein Tipp im Internet war, dass ich auf jeden Fall immer das Fantasy aufgeladen haben soll. dass ich das dann, weil das bleibt ja, und dann kann ich das rausballern. Warte mal, da gehe ich das nochmal bei diesen anderen Typen hier schnell. Come on. Ganz schön was aus, Alter. Aber jetzt habe ich zumindest alles hochgepowert. Also hier, Synthetic meine ich damit. Gut. Schauen wir, was jetzt hier passiert. Wow.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether stick is there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Okay.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life.
Ui, was war denn das? Geiles. Was ist hier? Balmung-Warte, Ernennungsstatut. Aha. Das Königreich von Valut weist hiermit diese Einrichtung als Gefängnis zur Verwahrung sowohl fremder als auch einheimischer Träger aus. Sinn und Zweck dieser Einrichtung sind die Aufzucht und Ausbildung einer Kusa-Bestie für den Einsatz im Kampf. Dieses Vorhaben unterliegt strengster Geheimhaltung. Jegliche Erwähnung desselben wird ausnahmslos mit dem Tode bestraft. Inhaftierte Träger werden ausschließlich für das oben genannte Vorhaben verwahrt. Die Verwendung von Trägern für sämtliche sonstige Zwecke ist nur mit ausdrücklicher Genehmigung gestattet.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
Okay. Vermerkt bezüglich der Fütterung der Kusa-Bestie. Aufgrund gegenwärtiger Versorgungsengpässe verfügen wir momentan nicht über die erforderlichen Ressourcen, um die Kusa-Bestie in unserer Obhut adäquat zu versorgen. Glücklicherweise wurde sie jedoch dabei beobachtet, wie sie Träger, welche während einer Übungseinheit an ihrer Seite kämpfen sollten, getötet und verspeist hat. Darüber hinaus ließ sich nach dieser Mahlzeit sichtliche Zufriedenheit bei der Bestie feststellen, was darauf hinderte, dass sie den Verzehr frischer Träger sogar ihrem üblichen Futter vorzieht. Dieses Verhalten ist zwar unerwartet, jedoch mitnichten unwillkommen. So können Träger, welche nicht mehr anderweitig zu gebrauchen sind, bei Bedarf ganz einfach einen neuen Verwendungszweck zugeführt werden. Krank.
Feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared.
Okay, Moment. Jetzt muss ich nochmal schauen. Hier ist was. Ich will erstmal alles hier erkunden. Was ist hier oben eigentlich noch?
No sign of any bearers yet. I hope you have better luck downstairs.
Aha, okay. Das heißt, ich kann mich hier trotzdem ganz normal umgucken, hier oben. Cool. Okay, dann gehe ich aber nochmal runter und auf die andere Seite. Ach nee, da komme ich nicht durch, aber da war doch auch der grüne Dingsy.
Tight.
Aha. Ach so, okay. Verstehe. Das heißt, ich muss dann bloß dieses letzte Item dort noch schnell aufnehmen und dann ist das wahrscheinlich der Schlüssel, mit dem ich dort durchkomme. Oder sie findet den Schlüssel dann. Wir werden es erleben. Empfehlung bezüglich des Einsatzes der Kusa-Bestie. Die Kusa-Bestie ist im Vergleich zu bisher ausgebildeten Kriegstieren ein besonders blutdürstiges und aggressives Exemplar, weshalb man sich von ihrem Einsatz auf dem Schlachtfeld auch besonders großen Nutzen erhofft. In kürzlich ausgeführten Übungen hat sich jedoch gezeigt, dass die Bestie unglücklicherweise nicht dazu in der Lage ist, zwischen Freund und Feind zu unterscheiden. Es wird daher dringend davon abgeraten, sie gemeinsam mit regulären Truppen einzusetzen. Stattdessen wird vorgeschlagen, mit Trägersklaven die Bewegung des Feindes auf einen Punkt zu konzentrieren und die Bestie dann in ihrer Mitte loszulassen. So sollten sich Valuta-Verluste minimieren und größtmögliche Effekte aus dem Einsatz erzielen lassen.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that. Nothing but a Kashyyyk down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on. No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison.
Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents, and it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Schlüssel des Kerkermeisters.
If we don't find any survivors, we've risked our lives for nothing. Take care. That creature might still be here somewhere.
Naja, wahrscheinlich werden wir gegen die kämpfen müssen. Gegenstände, ein Schlüssel, der das Tor zum östlichen Zellenblock der Balmung-Warte öffnet. Na gut.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Eine Truhe schon mal.
A survivor. She sounds close.
Aber erstmal dran vorbeirennen. Ist ja logisch.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Jadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground. I'll look after the girl. You teach that thing a lesson. You're safe now. We won't let it hurt you.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Hui. Holy shit. Kusa-Bestie, Rang A. einfach nur so ein fetter Behemoth. Boom. Oh yeah. Richtig der Gefahr gebannt. Nice.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Einige Zeit später.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Auftrag abgeschlossen. Oh, neues Level. Oh ja. Stufe 48 jetzt schon. Der Hauch der Dunkelheit verrät die Wartezeit bis zum neunten Einsatz von Guggenjahr um 2,0 Sekunden. Wow. So. Ah, das ist er hier. Heidemarie.
There's so much food in the hideaway. Sometimes, in my cell, my tummy rumbled so loud that Chadwick would sneak me some gruel from his bowl. I miss him. He would have liked this place.
It couldn't have been easy for her making the journey from Ash. What with her belly so fat?
So, wenn wir jetzt schon hier sind, können wir ja erstmal ein paar Dinge machen. Hier ist was. Genau, gehen wir mal zu Med und bringen diese Mission nach Hause. Und machen noch ein paar andere Dinge, wenn wir hier sind.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
You make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0. And a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
Wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog. Don't look at me like that, Clive. I already apologised to Blackthorn. Miserable old bugger. Besides, you can't expect me to keep track of every nut and nail floating about this place. It's a mess.
Da kommt man jetzt hier auf die
Has Midadol mentioned a
die
new
Kinder wieder
project
zurück,
yet?
die damals ja dieses
Not exactly.
Gerät auseinandergenommen haben.
She seems preoccupied.
Die Waage.
But then again, when isn't?
Sid, is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales.
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid. Back for another part? We've got screws and bolts and nails and knobbles and noodles and,
So, was haben wir hier? Zahnrad. Ein nach dem Zusammenbau von Mids Waage übrig gebliebenes Teil. Sein Zweck bleibt für alle außer Mid ein Rätsel. Okay.
Well, did they have it?
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place... Well, you just wait and see. That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes, children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Auftrag abgeschlossen. Hoch hinaus. Luftschiffmodell mit tollkühner Traum vom Fliegen in Miniaturausgabe. Mein Papst hat immer gesagt, es gebe 2 Arten zu leben. Man jagt einem Traum nach oder kriecht ins Grab. Mit.
What shall I do with your model? You spent a lot of time on it. We both did.
What, that old thing? Not healthy to cling to your failures, Clive. They'll weigh you down, you know.
Sound advice.
Still, I suppose my prototypes will probably be worth a fair bit when I'm as famous as Bart's the Builder. Seeing as you're always strapped for coin, suppose I can give it to you. Just make sure you get a good price when you do come to part with it.
I'd say that was up to you as much as me.
Need something?
Über die Enterprise.
Enjoy it while you can, Clive.
Bewundere, solange du noch kannst, Clive. Sobald der Kristall Geschichte ist, ziehe ich meinen Plan durch. Es wird nicht leicht, einen Traum Leopold zu sagen, dem ich so lange nachgejagt bin. Aber weißt du, was das Beste an Träumen ist? Sie gehen einem nie aus. Wir tun immer so, als wäre ich die Einzige, die sich in die Lüfte schwingen will. Dabei könnten da oben längst andere unterwegs sein.
Imagine that, eh?
Das wäre doch ein Ding, oder? Ach, wenn seine erlauchte Kaiserlichkeit zurückkommt, könnte ich ihn ja fragen, ob er mich mal eine Runde spazieren fliegt, damit ich selbst nachschauen kann. Bis es soweit ist, bleibe ich mit den anderen hier unten und träume weiter. Oh, schade. Ich dachte, sie würde schon in diesem Spiel noch ein Flugschiff bauen. Naja. So. Aber ich würde sagen, die Episode geht jetzt schon relativ lange. Deswegen würde ich sagen, alles, was jetzt hier noch ist, das machen wir dann erst in der nächsten Episode weiter. Damit das hier nicht überhand nimmt. Ich gehe nochmal hier unten zu dem Platz hier. Aber warte mal, kann man hier noch irgendwas Interessantes?
You nearly collapsed back there. Clive. Don't push yourself too hard, Clive.
Is there aught I might assist you with?
So, ne, hier war nichts mehr.
Flame burn ever in your heart.
Dann gehe ich runter zu dem ja, Platz hier, Hauptplatz, was auch immer das sein soll. Hast du noch was Neues zu sagen? Nö. Na gut, dann würde ich sagen, wie es dann hier weitergeht im Versteck, was wir hier noch alles machen können, das sehen wir dann in der nächsten Episode, also schaltet wieder ein. Bis dahin, ciao!